Hello guys and welcome to the first ever The FM Editor's View. It is episode 1, it is the 26th of September, it's a Monday and here I am. So, what have I got in store for you guys who are watching back? Well, if you watched the introduction video, hopefully that gave you some insight on what I'll be doing. If not, then just a little bit about today's or the shows in the next couple of weeks. It is my views on football and the added bonus at near the end of the show about Football Manager. There might be a time where I will have a guest come on the next couple of weeks. So if you feel like you want to get your views across, then come on and we can chat about it. But also, if you want to comment on the video on YouTube, please do so. The one rule is that I will not accept, and that's abuse. There's no point really. I'm not going to entertain anyone who comes on just to post abuse. If you want to make your view, make your point, simply leave a comment in the comment section, and I will probably speak about that in the following week's episode. But yeah, so this is totally unscripted. I have nothing in front of me. It is basically everything I'm talking about is it's just straight from the mouth, nothing else. I mean, I do have some stuff in front of me at the moment on the internet that I will talk about. But as I said, an added bonus at the end. I'll be talking about Football Manager. It will be every week near the end of the show that I'll be talking about Football Manager, whether it be databases or anything else about the game. I will be chatting about it. So I'm just looking at one thing today. Well, a few things today. One thing that has popped out in front of me about West Ham, how bad they're doing at the moment. I think they are actually they're 18th. They've lost 5 and only won 1. Now people are saying that it's all to do with the stadium, and some people have come out and said that's a load of rubbish. It's nothing to do with the stadium. To me, I feel like it is something to do with the stadium. It's a brand new one, and the players have got to get used to it. I know people might turn around and say, well, that's absolutely rubbish. It's nothing to do with that. It's how the team are performing. Yes, that's true. But what's the difference from this season to last season? There might be something different. I mean, players starting to gel last season. Maybe it's a second season syndrome of those players, those certain players. But I mean, I've not really seen much of Bilic changing things around. So for me, I would say it is definitely something to do with the stadium. I mean, once they get used to it, once they get used to the surroundings, I reckon they'll come good again. But it was like with Arsenal, my team, I support Arsenal. When we first moved to the Emirates, it was a bit like we struggled a little bit. Not to the point where we were near the bottom, but we had to get used to it. And really, it is the same with a lot of teams. They do take their time in getting used to a new stadium. So I reckon it is definitely that. I think West Ham will come good soon once they get used to everything. But yeah, they've lost 5 and only won 1 out of the 6. That's pretty bad. But yeah, as I said, they'll get out of it. Well, at least I think they will. But yeah, I think really it's just silly to hear people saying, "Oh, it's nothing to do with this, nothing to do with the stadium." To me, it is. So if you obviously feel the same, if you think the same as me, again, leave a comment and I will try and speak about it next week. Just looking at other stuff on the internet at the moment. Actually, there is one thing I want to speak about now. I've spoke about it quite a lot. It's BT Sport and their coverage not only the Premier League coverage but the Champions League coverage. I'm not a fan. I really am not a fan of BT Sport. Well, to be honest, brutally honest with you, I can't stand BT Sport's coverage. And I think what made it worse was the fact when BT won the rights to the Champions League, you had to pay extra. BT made you pay extra for the subscription. That wound me up. I wasn't happy with that. But that was annoying. Had to get. Yeah, but the thing is, when you look at who's on there, the pundits. I mean, the only plus side about BT Sport, and it's Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker is the one who makes it better, or makes it slightly enjoyable to watch. If they didn't have Gary Lineker, I think BT Sport would be pretty awful than what it is. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. I cannot stand their coverage, really. I mean, the Europa League coverage is fine, because obviously they had that way before the Champions League. So that's obviously, I think that's made things a little bit better in terms of coverage. But yeah, I mean, it's just, no, I just can't stand it, really, and I'm very passionate about it. But yeah, also reading about Iceland have been left out of the FIFA 17 game due to the amount of money they wanted. That's quite a crazy. It's quite crazy, really, when you think about it, because EA certainly have enough money to say, okay, Iceland, you want this much, you're not going to budge, we can give you it. Apparently it was $15,000 to the Icelandic Football Association. $15,000, £11,000. To me, that is shocking. That's awful from EA. To leave out a country that is getting bigger and bigger in football terms, obviously what they did at the Euros, to leave them out because they couldn't pay a little bit more than what Iceland wanted, that's a joke. That is. I wish I could swear, really, but I'm not going to. But it is a joke. How could you leave out a country that, for what they've done at the Euros this year, all because of money? But yeah, that is terrible. But I'm guessing Iceland, the Icelandic FA probably don't care. They've probably got more important things to worry about. But yeah, I mean, EA, surely they've got to have given them more money. They're a big corporation. They're probably worth millions and millions. It might just be me who thinks, well, there's only a certain amount of money that they can offer each nation, which is fair enough, but come on, guys, you've got to do better than that. So, as I said, I will be trying to get a guest on in the next couple of weeks. So if you would like to come on and talk about whatever you want, your team, my team, Arsenal, or anything in general, then please do so. It would be good to have you on. Wayne Rooney was left out of the United team on Saturday against Leicester City. Some people calling it the end of his United career. Now, didn't this happen before? Rooney was close to leaving, I think, going to Man City. It's just another stupid story, really. I think Mourinho just wanted to leave him out because he knew he probably didn't need him against Leicester. But people saying that it's the end of Rooney's Manchester United career. No, it's not. He's not going to go anywhere. It's going to take a big thing for Rooney to leave. and literally I can't see that happening. So yeah, anyone else who thinks that that's the same, then obviously let me know. Are Liverpool genuine title contenders? Well, I'll tell you what, they've done really well at the start of the season. I mean, after the Burnley defeat, I think they've got it together. They've obviously realised that was just a blip, and they can definitely get past that. And but yeah, they're doing really well. They're looking really good at the moment. It's good to see Mane, how well he's doing. I think a lot of people were a bit there was speculation of how well he was going to do for Liverpool, but yeah, he's been doing absolutely brilliant. So that's good to see. But yeah, I don't know. I think Liverpool could be. They're definitely going to be up there come the end of the season. I think that'll be pretty cool to see, because there's two teams that I've always wanted to see do well in the last 10 years, and for some reason it's Liverpool and Everton. I'm not sure why. It's just something I've always wanted to see teams do well, and it's those two teams. I think because they've got, well, obviously Liverpool have got a rich history, but Everton in the 80s were quite a big club. So it was good. It would be good to see them back doing that kind of stuff again in the 80s. But as I said, yeah, no reason why. There's no reason why I would like to see those two teams do well. But yeah, I definitely can see Liverpool title contenders. If they're still up there, if they're still in the top 4, even top 3, come say about February, March, April, I reckon they could challenge. Obviously, people are going to say, "Well, Man City are just running away with the league." There is a defeat in Man City to come. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, any Liverpool fans out there who are listening, let me know your views. How do you think your season will go? Also, reading an article from a few days ago, 5 days ago, might I add. A German goalkeeper has been arrested for conceding 43 goals. Just reading about it now, they lost 43-0. Now, obviously, they're saying that it's he's been paid to let in that many goals. But what does it take for someone to actually go ahead with that? I mean, obviously, yeah, money talks probably. Being offered a lot of money to match fix, concede goals, but why would you do it? Really, why would you do it? And what makes this more obvious is to lose 43-0. Now, surely you would think to yourself, right, I'm going to try my hardest not to make it look like I'm match fixing. But to let in 43 goals, that's just asking to be probed for letting that many goals in. But when I was reading a little bit more about it, and it's just crazy, really. It really is. I really can't say anything more about it. Just stupid from that player, stupid from that goalkeeper, because you're going to get found out. You're literally going to get found out. So yeah. Koulibaly, Kilmarnock's striker, Souleymane Koulibaly. Well, that was really hard to say. Guys, watch out for this striker. He plays for Kilmarnock. I saw a little bit of footage of him before he joined Kilmarnock in Scotland. If you haven't seen his goal against Celtic at the weekend, please go and see it, guys. It is a fantastic goal. But yeah, the guy's really good. And I don't think it'll be long before even championship clubs come sniffing for him. But as I said, yeah, go look at his goal. It's a fantastic goal. It's probably the best goal around. Britain this weekend. But yeah, really good strike. Go check it out. It's on the BBC website, BBC Sport Scotland. And as I said, keep an eye out on this Koulibaly. Keep an eye out on him. He will be one to watch the next couple of years. Plays for Kilmarnock, as I said. So if you're wondering who he is, he plays for Kilmarnock. Moving on, I was watching some Argentine football a few days ago. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of South American football, just because of the play, just because of how the football is. It's just basically players kicking lumps out of each other. You do get the odd football that is nice to watch, but nearly every game I've seen, there's always been a player just getting kicked up in the air, or there's just really bad tackles. I'm trying my hardest to get into South American football. I'm also trying my hardest to get into MLS. I have been watching I've been watching more than what I have been before of MLS. It's grown on me a little bit. So hopefully it'll grow and grow and grow more. MLS. But yeah, I've been watching it, and I've not really got a favourite team in the MLS yet. I've been trying to have a look who to jump on the bandwagon. But yeah, any guys that watch MLS, as I said, please leave a comment. Also, did anyone see the London 2020, the Euro 2020 logo? I don't know if anyone else saw it, but it was to me it was quite funny, really, because they were showing you that it was all getting into it, and Sadiq Khan was there. He was obviously representing London as the London mayor, and they were all getting ready for it, and the logo was finally being released, and it was released on screen, and everyone was just like, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, and I just sat there and thought, wow, this is awkward. And then to top it off, Sadiq Khan, yeah, I'm a massive Londoner, blah blah blah. I love London. I'm a Liverpool fan. There was a few laughs, but it was mainly, well, I don't know how to put it, but it was quite awkward to watch. And you could see that he was quite like, oh God, what have I done? I've just been banging on about how I'm all London this, London that, and then I come out and tell everyone that I'm a Liverpool supporter. Nothing against the guy, nothing against who he's supporting. It was just that awkward moment of hearing him say that he's a Liverpool fan, and everyone was just like, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, if you get the chance to watch it, I'm sure it'll be on YouTube somewhere. The unveiling of the 2020 London logo. It did make me laugh. It was quite funny because I don't think anyone was expecting it to be, well, I won't say bad, but I think people were expecting a little bit more from it. So that was quite funny to watch. But as I said, yeah, you probably could get it on YouTube. Go have a look at it, guys. Again, leave your views, your comments on what you think of the logo, and even Sadiq Khan, if you think what you think about him. I know it's nothing to do with football, but you know what I mean. Arsenal is the team that I support. Absolutely delighted with the 3-0 win against Chelsea. The first half was just amazing, really. I think we played Chelsea off the park. If any of you watched it, I think Steve McManaman was literally having a heart attack at Chelsea's defence. The way they kept them playing it out from the goal kicks. But Gary Cahill, again, I'm not a fan. People might not agree with me, but I just don't think he's a Chelsea defender. I think he's getting found out now every season, and I think that's what happened to David Luiz. He was getting found out every season. and that's why obviously Chelsea got rid of him. And obviously David Luiz at the World Cup in 2014 was horrendous, and I think he actually got quite a lot of stick from the game against Germany, semi-final. But yeah, I was really happy about how we did. I think we just took our foot off the gas in the second half. I think we were quite happy with the 3-0. I think we were just quite happy to get through the game. I mean, there was times where I thought we could have at least got another goal, another 2 goals. But yeah, really happy with that. We're starting to gel, starting to click a little bit now. It always happens every season. We lose our first game of the season, and then we bounce back from it. But we definitely needed that win against Chelsea. It was definitely needed. But also Sunderland as well. They're really, really struggling. I can see old David Moyes getting sacked. I can't see him lasting long at Sunderland. And that's the problem. They're not going to give him time. Obviously, people might not agree with me, but I do reckon he will get sacked. I reckon he's got another 4 games left in him. If they don't get at least 2 wins or even a few draws, I can see him going, because it's quite poor from them. I'm guessing a lot of the Geordie fans will be delighted to see that. Also, really, going back quickly to Arsenal, Arsene Wenger, 20 years of Arsene Wenger at Arsenal, fantastic achievement. Yeah, I mean, the last few seasons, a lot of the fans have been expressing their anger to get rid of him, to get him out the door, or even move him upstairs. I've been 50-50 with Arsene Wenger the last few seasons. I mean, there's so many transfers we've missed out, not over the last 10 years, but over just like the last few seasons, we've missed out on a lot. And yeah, I mean, we definitely I think we need to win something this year. If we don't, I can see either Arsene leaving, or even being told to leave, or even being told to go upstairs and be a director. So yeah, that's something really, hopefully we can sort out. Non-league football, that's another thing I'm going to try and concentrate on. I'm going to try and speak about non-league football. The team that's local to me, I don't really support them, but they are quite local. They're about 5 minutes away. It's a team called Moneyfields. They're top of their league. They're top of the Wessex Premier Division. They won at the weekend with only 9 men. They had 2 men sent off against the top team. So it'd be good to see them get promoted. Sadly, a lot of the clubs down that far down don't get promoted because of facilities. I'm aware that Moneyfields will get promoted because they have the facilities. But it's a real shame to see clubs down that far down that can't get promoted because of they don't have the grading, the ground grading that they need. So it's hard to really get into non-league football that far down, because you just think we're getting all excited to win the league and then we don't go for promotion. So that's something probably will be good to see. Moneyfields hopefully get promoted, see them go up. Not really a lot to talk about today. It's more. This is the first episode, so it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit shaky. I am a little bit nervous. I mean, it's the first episode, so I want to make sure it goes it goes well. But as I said, please comment. Please leave a comment if there's something you want to hear. If you want me to discuss about something, as I said, please let me know, and I will get it discussed about on the next episode. But every comment you guys leave, I will reply, or I will talk about it in the next week's show. So moving on now to Football Manager. Football Manager 17 it's creeping around the corner. It's nearly there. The 30-second clip about Football Manager, a lot of people were saying Football Manager 17 looks crap. Yes, a lot of people were saying that from a 30-second clip. I've seen a few videos where they've broke the clips down so you can see screenshots. Obviously there is some stuff that hasn't changed. It doesn't change. I feel that Sports Interactive know they have a community, they know they have a following, they know people will go out and buy it. So probably that's why they're not bothering so much this year to release so much information, because they know that people will buy it. And that's the thing, people who are complaining about this 30-second clip, the game looking crap, they're the people who are still going to go out and buy it. But the thing is, what I was thinking as well, the 30-second clip, or the amount of information that they've given out, they've kind of taken that away by giving you the discount. So if you have however many Football Managers you've had in the past few years, you get a discount. So I reckon they've put that in there to make people think, well, we don't really need information because the game's a little bit cheaper. But Football Manager will release, Sports Interactive will release some information. But to me, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me if they didn't release any information. One screenshot, buy Football Manager. I'm still going to buy it because I can't see it being worse than last year or the other years. Football Manager is only going to get better. I can't see it getting worse unless something happens. But that's generally what I think they've done. They've thought about, hey, hold on a minute, we'll give discount. That'll take away people wanting to see information about it. And if that's the truth, if that's what it is, that's quite clever on their part. But yeah, if you agree with me, please let me know. My databases will be returning to numerous websites and Facebook groups. As you know, my last update was a few months ago. There's a few reasons. I accidentally deleted 2.5 weeks worth of work, of editing, and I couldn't get back to where I was. And obviously I was doing some coaching role at Gosport Borough Ladies, so that took up a bit of my time. Sadly, I've parted ways with the ladies team due to footballing differences, shall I say. I wanted stuff that I wanted to do. They wanted to do stuff. We couldn't really agree, and sadly we had to part ways. Obviously I'm going to say that my stuff was the right stuff. It was better for them. But no, I had to. Obviously, I wasn't asked to leave. I left on my own accord. They didn't say, "Look, Steve, can you leave?" I left. But back onto Football Manager. Yeah, there will be. I'll probably release a new video on what to expect. But my transfer database updates will be back for FM 17. I've not really decided on what I'll be doing that will be new for the updates. I do have a few ideas, but I'm going to take a look at them again and see what's going on. I will be releasing again the Scottish, Northern Irish and Welsh lower league database. They'll be released again. But I'm going to try and do a video on where you'll find all those databases. There will be some new websites that you'll find the updates on. A few new Facebook pages as well, with obviously the other old ones. There's also something that I'm not going to tell you, but there's something exciting happening with myself in the next couple of weeks. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Well, at least I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it. I have to speak to the person that I'm involved with. I need to see if it's okay for me to release a video about it. But there will be some. I don't really know how to put it. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very exciting for this particular thing to do with Football Manager, and it will be in the next couple of weeks. As I said, I'm not allowed to. I don't think I'm allowed to give out any information yet. Until I'm allowed to, I'll be promoting it as much as I can. But the role that I've been given, I'll say this: the role that I've been given is a fantastic opportunity, and I cannot wait. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, so can't wait for that. I can't wait for FM17. I am actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back into editing. I've not edited anything for a few months now, and literally I've been itching away to get back into it. So hopefully that is something I'm looking forward to in the next few weeks. But as I said, I will let you guys know what this new thing is that I'm getting involved with, and I will be releasing a video on what to expect from myself for Football Manager 17. But yeah, so as I said, guys, if you want to come on the show in the next few weeks or even next week, please do so. I will be asking obviously certain people as well to come on. But I am absolutely open to anyone coming on, talking about Football Manager, giving your views, whether it be your own team or something that you've heard today that you'd like to discuss. If you don't like what you've heard, then come on. But also leave the comments on the video. And as I said, please guys, no abusive ones. I'm not going to entertain you. It's not what it's all about. If you've got something you don't agree with, then make it a friendly debate. Don't come on and start abusing, start swearing, you're an idiot, blah blah, because I'm not going to entertain you, okay? This is not what this is about. But yeah, as I said, come on whenever you want, and we will discuss whatever you like. This is the first ever episode, so it might be it might seem a bit shaky at first, but hopefully in the next few weeks things will improve and the shows will improve as well. But yeah, leave a comment, guys, if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the first show, hit the thumb up, give me a thumbs up on YouTube, leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And as I said, if you want to come on the show in the next few weeks, then please do so. I will be happy to have you on and hear your views. So this is episode 1. This is the 26th of September. It's a Monday. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I shall see you next week.